Hi, I'm Jeff Jacobson, and today we're going to talk about 5-day notices in Illinois. We get a lot of issues from landlords that don't correctly do the 5-day notice. And if the 5-day notice isn't done correctly, you can't sue to have the tenants evicted. So there's 4 issues we need to deal with to make sure the 5-day notice is done right. The first issue is, what are the names of the tenants that you want to evict? If you have a written lease, go to the written lease and use the names exactly like they're spelled in the lease. And make sure you have every tenant's name that's in the written lease spelled on the 5-day notice. Also, make sure you include and unknown tenants. So if you have 2 tenants, names Jim and Sally, make sure the 5-day notice says Jim, Sally, and unknown occupants. If you don't have a written lease, use the names that you've been communicating with them. So not nicknames. If one name is Jim and you've been communicating with them as Henry, you can put down Jim and Henry. Also make sure you include and unknown occupants. That's critical. So once we get the proper names, how do you serve them? Well, let me tell you what you can't do. You can't post it on the door. You can't email it to them. You can't send them a text message. You can't call them up and say, hey, you owe me money, I'm going to give you 5 days or you're getting out. None of those will work. You have to personally give the 5-day notice to someone that lives in the place that's over 13 years old. So you need to go over to the unit, the apartment, the condo, whatever it is, and personally give it to someone that's over the age of 13 that lives in the unit. We highly recommend you give it to one of the tenants. We've given it to them. Now what about the amount? What can you put in a 5-day notice? All you can put in is the amount of rent that's due. So if they owe you late fees, if there's a clause for attorney's fees, if there's utility fees, all you can include is the amount of past rent. You can't include the late fees, utility fees, attorney's fees. We've seen cases like this where they get dismissed. You spend all your time and now the court dismisses it because you did the 5-day notice wrong. Okay. The final thing we want to talk about is, when can you file the lawsuit after the 5 days? According to the law, it's not exactly 5 days. If the 5th day to pay rent ends on a Saturday, a Sunday, or a holiday, it's the next business day. So, for example, if the 5-day expires on a Saturday, they have till Monday, which is the next business day, to pay the rent, and then you can file the suit on Tuesday. If Monday is a holiday and the 5th day on your 5-day notice expires on Saturday, then they have till Tuesday to pay the rent, and the first day you can file the lawsuit is on Wednesday. It's very important that you get this right. You can also go to our website if you have forms at DuPageEviction.com. You can also call us anytime with questions at 331-222-9529. I'm Jeff Jacobson, and watch our other videos on how to evict a tenant. Thank you.